Crafters, this is Raquel with Paints and Glitter. I welcome you to my channel. Today I am coming along with Festive Home Decor Delight die set. You've probably already seen this on day 2 of Tonic Studios Birthday week. Happy birthday, Tonic! They've sent this along to me to go ahead and make a little sample for you, and I've gone ahead and done so. It is the little gingerbread house is what I've made. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you a step-by-step process on how I've made this. And I just have to say that there are 58 pieces to this die set. So you do have options on the versions that you make. As you can see here, mine is just a little sweet and very darling little house. And I focused on the little bows and the gingerbread and then the little pieces that you can use to decorate the home to make it look like a brick house. I thought it was so absolutely adorable. Now with the set, you're also going to receive a full stamp set that will coordinate, and that will also give you options on how you decorate it. This is what it looks like. And you have options here for little types of doors that you can make, little types of curtains, flower beds, all sorts of little details that you can add to this. And there are also a few different types of sentiments. There's Hello Spring, Hello Summer, Have a Merry Little Christmas, Trick or Treat, Happy New Home, Home Sweet Home. And I've gone ahead and stamped the Home Sweet Home. I thought the word sweet would play along nicely with this, so I've added it to the back. But as you can see, there are all different pieces here to decorate, not only the dies, which I'm going to show you in a second, but I also did use the stencil. I made good use of that. Now, I just wanted to cover really quickly, this stencil is quite useful, and you're going to see it in your kit. It has 2 different edges. One of them has more of a little lacy edge, which the die set also copies in a way, and then the other edge has hearts, so you could definitely do perhaps a Valentine's Day house, which would be so adorable. Now I did use the scallop portion and the brick portion here, which I hope, I'm sorry for the glare, but maybe you can see it better here. Now this portion here I did use on the outside walls of the home that you see in brown. And what I did is that I used my Nuvo Acorn brown ink, just like this, and also a very soft brush, and I did use it to color in that paper. But aside from having done that, I used my stencil as if it were an embossing folder to give my little house texture. All I did was place it right on top of the paper that I was using and ran it through my machine with the embossing plate. And that's how I got this texture here. So if you see the roof, perhaps if I hold it this way, let me see if I can, here we go. So if you see the roof there, this roof here was done with the stencil. All I did was run it through the machine with the embossing plate, and then I was able to get that beautiful texture that you see there. There are lots of different options here, and that is just one of many. So the die set, just to go over that very quickly, has all of the pieces that you're going to need. And in the video, because of the way that I constructed this house, then what you're going to see is how I chose to use the pieces that are incorporated in this little house. But just to quickly go over some of the basic pieces, this here cuts the top there of that decoration there. I cut it out of glitter cardstock. Then to create the base of your little house, you actually need 5 of this piece here. You need 2 for the sides of the house, 1 for the bottom, and then 2 for the roof of the house. Then you get a layering piece using this 4 times, actually 6. I was able to create the roof of the house with 2 of these. So that's the decorative panel. And then I did use it again for the decorative panels on the sides of the house. And then I actually cut it again out of vellum. And that is stuck on the inside of the house because my little windows here are actually see-through there. And I was able to place the vellum inside, and that gave me that option. So now I can place little tea lights inside of my little house, and it will have a nice soft glow. So the door portion cuts with these dies here, and then these over here on the side are what allow that little door to kind of stand out. So you'll see that in the video. This little spindly piece here is actually the fence. So that is what I used here in the front. And what's really cool about this little house also, aside from all the cutesy stuff, is that you can make the door open. And to do that, I did use this die. So this die, just to let you know, does have one side that does not cut. It just scores into your paper, and the rest of that little shape does cut out. And of course you can couple it with that little Eve, which I did. There's also a holly and ivy. There's a wreath for your front door, which I use there. There's a little gingerbread man. There are little ghosts, a pumpkin, some little bats, some cobweb there. This I believe is a little flower bed, if I'm not mistaken. And then the little windows come in handy because that's exactly how I cut into my paper, and also was able to layer up that little window frame, and you can do that as many times as you like depending on the house size that you're going to go with. And then these are the sides of your little house. You need 2 of these. Of course you can layer them with these, and this is a unique piece here because this one in the center does the same thing as the front door, where it scores the sides and then it cuts the center, so that way you can open your little window. So you can couple it with this one if you like. You can couple it with this decorative one, so it's all depending on the look that you want to go for. And then these other pieces here allow you to create both this portion of the roof, and then this one here, this little Eve here, and then you get this little triangle over here, which creates the front of that. And the other ones will cut out the stamped portions, and there's also a little Christmas light, which I omitted, but I'll likely use it in the future if I make another Christmas house. But there's that. Super cute. So of course you could use your Nuvo drops, you can use your inks. Oh, and there's a little candy cane, and also the little greenery, the sign, and another little cobweb here, and then this other decorative piece. This one, by the way, does create the little roof of the doorway. I look forward to hearing your comments, and I'll also have pictures, and that way you'll get to see what it looks like close up. But let me think of one more thing. There's also little flowers in this set for your spring version or summer version, but it's going to play really nicely with other sets that you may already have. And I look forward to seeing what other people make as well. So thank you so much for joining me, and I do hope that you find this tutorial useful. And as I always say, I hope that you can be inspired and be blessed. And don't forget that all affiliate links will be in the description bar of my video, should you choose to go ahead and pick this up before it's gone. It is exclusive to birthday week, so I wouldn't wait on it if you really like it. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching.